Hello and welcome to PE turned RE. I'm Curtis, helping everyday people build wealth through real estate. Today, I have the pleasure of talking to my friend, a local agent in the area and investor, Bridget. So, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Curtis. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we actually have met at a couple of events, be it the Warri events or Ann Curry's events. But for people that don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Yeah, like you said, my name is Bridget. I work at Theory Real Estate. I got into real estate, got my license September of 2024, so I'm still pretty new at this. I decided to join Theory because I was really interested in investing. I was brand new at it. I come from a holistic healing background. I used to run my own business that kind of died in the pandemic. And I was curious about investing in commercial real estate. So Theory offers a lot. They're kind of a one-stop shop. They do it all. So I've learned a lot in this small amount of time.
Nice, nice. And so was there something that drew you to real estate? Because there's lots of ways for people to make money or jobs, but was there something about it that you were like, oh, this is what I'm about to do?
It just sort of happened when I came from Seattle 2 years ago. I moved to Tacoma and was thinking about opening my own yoga studio. So I started looking at commercial spaces, and through that process, realized, oh, real estate looks interesting and fun, and it could
Mhm.
be a good fit for me.
Nice,
I
good. And
decided to just
so
completely transition careers. Yeah.
nice. And yeah, and let's give Theory the shout out because I know that's the brokerage that that you're at. They really rejuvenized the Tacoma area. And I'm sure as an agent and investor, it's nice for you because everything is in-house.
It's really helpful for me, like when I've been doing acquisitions for Theory's investment team.
Mhm.
I it's my job to go and find these distressed properties that have been sitting there abandoned. Sometimes they have squatters, and then I get to see the process where we make the house beautiful, make the neighborhood beautiful again, and a family gets to live there.
Nice. And so for the agent side, are you just working for Theory for their acquisitions? Or are you working with clients as well? Or
I was exclusively on the acquisitions team,
Mhm.
but I've branched out and I'm working with investors and clients now.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. And so I actually saw a Facebook post, and that's why I reached out. I saw a post that you had got your own house and with seller financing. And so let's go ahead and talk about that deal.
Yeah.
How did you find this place?
Well, first of all so grateful and super excited to own a home because even as a real estate agent, I was hearing a lot of no's when I was trying to find a place. I've only been at this brokerage for a little over a year, so you need 2 years of uh, working at the same place, and my credit is not perfect, and the FHA is great, but the terms just weren't like what I was looking for, and I just knew that there was something else. And
Mm.
I got into real estate partly because I like solving problems. So I just went on a search, and I recently went through the Wari Masterclass program, and I learned a lot from Jan about seller financing. So I was looking into that and putting feelers out, and I posted in the Wari Facebook group about a specific thing that I was looking for, just putting it out there. And someone, a wholesaler, messaged me and was like, I think I might have the perfect house. And this place had been off market. Uh, the owner was a retired contractor and had started a lot of projects in the house.
Mm.
And he knew like what it was worth. It's an old Victorian in a great
Mm.
neighborhood, and so it was available. Like I remember seeing it back in April, and I think probably every flipper in the area looked at it, but the margins were too small because he had already started work, and it just wasn't worth it for anyone to flip it.
Mhm.
So he was having a hard time selling it off market. He couldn't put it on market because it wasn't financeable. There was, some issues that needed to be fixed, so that wouldn't make
Mhm.
it not financeable for FHA or VA. So he reached out to Theory also to have our construction team fix it up and put it on market, but I got there first. And And I proposed the idea of seller financing to him, and he was like, "Okay, well, let me think about it and talk to my attorney and accountant and all that, and see if the numbers would work." And I was like, "Okay, great. Well, just tell me what kind of a down payment you might need to move forward." And we were able to work out terms, and it worked out great.
Wow, wow. So you kind of intercepted the deal here.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
And Theory's happy for me, but of course they're like, well, we could have had that construction money. But I'll probably
Yeah.
end up having them come in and fix some things that we can't fix ourselves.
Nice. I think that's the first interception story I've had. I've heard people do letters, phone
Yeah.
calls, networking, but you're like, nope, I just answered the phone first. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned that you didn't really like the FHA terms, and for us as agents that work with clients that are trying to buy, FHA can be a great option for some people,
Definitely.
but because we always hear it's like, oh, low down. But what was the issue for you with FHA?
I just like I knew what I wanted,
Hmm.
and it I wasn't seeing houses like that in that price range that would work for me. And my
Hmm.
husband is a construction worker. He does finished carpentry. Works at a place out in Seattle. So we were wanting to look for a place that was needed some cosmetic fixing
Hmm.
that we could make our own. I didn't want a place that was freshly flipped and all brand new. I like old houses that I
Hmm.
can make my own, put my personal
Yeah.
touch on it.
Yeah, that is the downside with FHA and VA, the government-backed loans, is that you can't really do a fixer-upper necessarily unless you go some special program, but then it's a pain in the butt. The reason that I don't like FHA, and I'm dealing with that right now, is the PMI, it never drops off.
Exactly. And the beauty of seller financing is
Mhm.
there's no banks involved. I
Mhm.
don't have to run through hoops and checking all credit and job history and all that. It's makes things a lot easier and smoother for the buyer, which is, me in this case.
Yeah, so talk us through. So we kind of talked about the through. There's no banking. There's no need for all that stuff. But how did you come up with the price, the amount that you would pay? Like, I think when people have never done a deal like that, they're always unsure. Like, how does this actually happen?
Yeah, I mean, you don't even necessarily need a real estate agent as long as you have someone who can help you with the contracts. Like you still need a purchase and sale, and that 22C is complicated. So I definitely needed some help with that. And I use Chicago Title. Um, I love them. I've had a relationship with them, and they helped me a lot filling out the paperwork. And it was just me and the seller negotiating terms that
Mhm.
worked for both of us. And so it was a win-win situation.
Hmm. And how does the payment or the terms that you did negotiate, how does that compare to what you would have got if it was like a normal bank?
With a normal bank, I would be paying interest, like much higher interest
Hmm.
to a bank instead of putting it in the pocket of this seller and putting that money directly back into my community.
Mm, mm. And would your payment be probably more or less, do you think?
Probably more, or I kind of look at it like I'm paying the same amount for this large, beautiful house that I would be paying for like a really tiny starter home.
Oh, okay.
The terms are kind of the same, yeah.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
your dollar goes a little bit further
The
with the
dollar
seller.
goes a little bit further, yes, because with seller financing, you can negotiate all the terms. You can negotiate
Mm-hmm.
the down payment. Sometimes it's a zero down payment when you're buying commercial.
Hmm.
But for me, I put down a larger down payment because that's what he needed.
Hmm.
And where you can negotiate the interest rate, you can negotiate if it's interest only or principal and interest.
Hmm.
Um, Everything is up for negotiation when it comes to seller financing.
That is awesome. Now I'm curious for the length of the term. It's probably not a 30-year term.
It's a 7-year balloon.
It's a
Yeah.
7 year, it's a 7 year balloon, right? I mean, in a perfect world, it's like, yeah, 30 years, just like a normal bank loan, but
Yeah.
that's not always how it goes. And so, one question that comes up is with the balloon payments is how does that work?
So in 7 years, the term. is up, and so
Mhm.
I can either refinance, I can
Mhm.
sell, or I can pay it off, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
rent it outright. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah. And so I think so sometimes people get concerned with the balloon payment because they're like, oh gosh, in 7 years, I don't know if I'm going to have saved up, let's just say $400,000, right? I'm not going to have $400,000 cash. But
But
it
you can
sounds like
refinance
there's,
at that point.
yeah, it sounds like there's other options available.
Yeah, and my first priority is making like doing all the things that would make it financeable, just in case I need to turn around and sell it.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know when we first talked about it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm still tired from painting. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're doing some work over there.
But it's a
Um,
privilege to be able to get in there and just put in some sweat equity.
hmm And you make it like your own, right? That's kind of what you
Exactly.
were hoping for.
Yeah,
That
I was painting my daughter's room bright pink.
is she old enough to start helping yet or no?
She's 8, so it would be kind of a mess. So
Oh,
yeah.
you can help with the like the demo because you
Yeah.
can't really mess that part up. Nice.
Exactly.
Okay. And so you got the 7 year term.
Mhm.
Um, and some people are thinking like, okay, well, are you sending this guy a check every month? Do you send it to like an escrow company or how does that piece work?
Yeah, so we're using a note servicing company. I chose Evergreen Note Servicing because they're local, and
Hmm.
they have you can do things online with them, but I like to go in and just fill out the paperwork in person, and they're super helpful. And
Mm.
so it goes through a third party note servicing company.
Hmm. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, because I think some people are like, do I Venmo this guy? How does this work? But
Yeah, no,
yes.
he's not my landlord.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah,
So yeah, I've definitely heard of Evergreen and if when I get my seller finance deal, I'll probably also go through them. I've heard nothing but good things.
yeah, they're great.
Um, and so is it kind of like when you do a bank loan, taxes and insurance are also pulled from that account. Is that the same with seller financing?
You can do that through the note servicing company. If you check a box, they'll have you put aside taxes and insurance.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing that on my own. Like I just got home insurance on my own, and
Okay.
I'll put aside taxes on my own.
Nice. Yeah, good. I know for some insurance, actually, if you pay it yourself, when you pay a lump sum, sometimes there's actually like a discount.
Yeah,
But I don't think everyone knows that because they're just defaulted to the escrow account.
exactly. Yeah, I was like, I think I could save a few bucks if I just figure this out on my own.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know what it is about the escrow accounts, but they never seem to have enough money in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like how's there always a deficit here?
And they're
I don't
not building interest. Like if I just put money into my high interest savings account, that's way better. Yeah.
exactly. It's like what are you people doing with this money?
Hmm.
Probably making their own money.
Exactly. They're making their own interest off of me. I don't think so.
So you're trying to stabilize this house. This is your family home. It's going to
Yeah.
be beautiful. So once this wonderful project is done, or even on the midst of it, what's kind of next?
Well, this is going to be sort of a labor of love. It's move-in ready. There's new appliances and a new kitchen and stuff, but there's just cosmetic stuff that we need to do.
Hmm.
So we'll move in next month. And then, as an investor, I needed to make sure my family was stable and secure and happy first.
Hmm.
And now I want to invest some more.
Nice, nice.
My plan is to do look for some buy and holds.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is there a specific like buy box or area or anything like that?
I'm looking for 2 to 4 units to start with.
Hmm.
I'd like to stay in the Pierce County area, but I'm open to honestly anywhere in the
Okay.
country.
Oh, anywhere in the country. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Okay, because we actually have people that watch the show all the way from Hawaii
Yeah.
to Massachusetts, Florida, and so just be careful with what you ask for there.
I'm open to it. Yeah. We're gonna start looking in Spokane. My partner's from there, so we have family
Mm.
there we can stay with while we go look for some deals out there.
Oh, nice.
And I've been hearing that that's where the deals are right now. um,
Well,
Tacoma's
maybe
Tacoma's
in
great, but
Washington.
it's becoming a little oversaturated with flippers and whatnot. But there are still deals here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely in terms of multifamily for sure. There are still some deals here. You're not going to get the cash flow with the single family home. If those years have gone far, far away.
Yeah. But even our own home that we have now, we're looking into turning the third floor into an apartment that we can rent out.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So I have a couple questions
Sure.
about that.
Hmm.
So how does that conversion work? Because not everyone is super familiar with Tacoma or the lovely rules that we have here.
Hmm.
So how's that process going to go? Do you have to get permits to convert it?
Definitely. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because it's a historical house.
Mm,
And so we need to get approval from the Historical Society to do anything external.
mhm.
And we want to build a separate staircase that would lead up to the third floor. There's a balcony up on the third floor. So that would be a thing that we'd need to get permits for.
Oh, nice. So the stairs would go up to the balcony, and then that would be like the entrance. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Mhm.
Nice, nice. And it'd be a 1-1 or studio up there. Are you thinking?
I think it'd be a 1-1. There's definitely
Mm.
enough space up there. We're close to the hospital, so I was thinking travel nurses, they make great renters.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And what might you don't have to use exact numbers here, but just kind of ballpark it for the people. What kind of numbers would that produce, do you think, for the rehab and then for what it would make each month?
I'm thinking the rehab was probably going to be around 100, 150K,
Mhm.
possibly more with the permits and all that.
Yeah.
But after doing some research, I think it's worth it because we could get at least 2,000 for the apartment.
Oh wow. Yeah. I know some of my Midwest friends are gonna be blown away that
I
a one
know.
bedroom can go for 2,000.
Wild.
It is good. And then are you gonna turn the bottom into a rental as well?
No, well, that will be our primary residence on the
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, it's
Nice,
done.
good.
It's 3 stories and a basement.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 stories and in the basement.
So
Okay.
we'd still have 2 floors. We'd still have plenty of room. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Was that kind of the plan the whole time?
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
We don't need all that space. And it would really help with, we still do have to make house payments.
Yes, yes, that is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're starting to see more people, especially in Tacoma and Seattle, start to convert their homes. Like in Tacoma, there's a lot of basements in Tacoma that people are converting. Seems like you're converting the not the attic, but the top floor. And so I just think that's so cool that we're able to provide more housing.
Yeah, and I mean, my place doesn't have enough space for an ADU or a DADU, but a lot of people are doing that in their yards. Also, if they have alley access,
Mm-hmm.
converting a
Yeah,
garage or building it.
I am very intrigued to see it. And hopefully the ARVs are starting to come up in Tacoma, so that way more daddies will make sense. Because in Seattle, it makes way more sense because a shoebox can sell up there for a lot, whereas here it's like okay, let's just wait for the appreciation a little bit more. So just a couple more questions, and then we'll wrap it up. But um. What resources do you think people should go to if they're just now starting out?
Feel free to reach out to me.
Yeah, of
I'm
course, of
happy to
course.
answer any
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
Yeah, talk to an investor-friendly real estate
Mhm,
agent. Even other real estate agents I've talked to don't know about seller financing as an option. And
mhm,
it could be a great option if you have a client whose house is just sitting and not selling to
mhm.
put owner financing on the MLS. Have that be an option, bring it
Yeah.
up to your clients. Also reaching out to attorneys, title companies, anyone. Um,
Mm.
oh, wow, what's his name? Pace Morby. He makes great YouTube videos about it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you jump straight to, hey, go find these people. Because oftentimes I ask that question, people are like, oh, go read this book or go watch this YouTube video. But you're like, no, go find the people.
Find the people that are actually doing it because you can't believe everything you read on the internet. Everyone is on Instagram saying this will change your life, but talk to people in your state and your community that are actually making these deals.
That is awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to having you on for when you get your next deal.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, if people have questions or want to talk real estate with you, how do they get a hold of you?
You can email me, Bridget at theoryre.com. You can find me on Instagram, Bridgette Dopazo 333, or Facebook, wherever, just DM me.
Perfect. And then I'll also put her contact info in the description of this video. Again, thank you for coming on, Bridget.
Thank you, Curtis. Have a great
Yep.
rest of your weekend.
See you later. And thank you to the audience. Make sure you like and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye.